slowly. So if you guys have any questions for him, use the raise hand button. Trey, can you hear us on your end?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you on my end. Let me see how I'm looking. Let me see. Bang, bang. Nah, this way. All right, let's get it.
All right, Scarlett, you want to start us off?
Sure. Hey, Trey, how's it going?
Doing well. How about yourself, boss?
Doing good. Just talked to Coach Rule a couple minutes ago about how you guys have kind of adopted the 1% better phrase as something you guys go to. How important is it for everyone to buy in that, not only when you're winning, but when you're losing as well?
Yeah, it's very important. It's something that a lot of us have, lived by growing up, just getting 1% better. But I think in our terms of being a new team, again, not having an off season, all that stuff, like that 1% does kick in. And each week we're gaining, that 1% getting better, whether that's, in a loss, learning lessons in those losses to how we can play better, what we can do better. It really helps us, each and every week to, stay focused on the objective. So to get 1% better, again, we got to learn from our losses, but, taking the wins and everything and just going on, just improving each and every day, knowing that it doesn't need to be a huge improvement, but the little details will continue to drive us to be the team that we want to be.
Let's go to Jonathan Alexander and then Phil Orban.
Hey, what's up, Trey? Hope you're doing well, man.
You too, boss.
Sam Franklin is a guy who's had to step up. Young guys had to step up. How would you describe Sam first?
Yeah. Sam's is a fiery guy, very smart. One of the young guys who is great when it comes to notes. Doesn't mind staying late, watching film with you. Wants to know more, and he's one of those guys who he's sneaky athletic. And for me to be able to help him, it's my role. I've seen guys do it before, and it's my duty to help him make the game easier on him. So it just comes natural, and he's able to fly around like he does. So that's how I would explain Sam.
And what do you admire most about him?
That he's willing to listen. He's coachable. When you're that young, you got to be able to be coachable. You got to be able to listen, and whether that's in the meeting rooms, whether that's on the field, whether that's in the middle of plays, he's able to do that, and it helps his game for sure.
Hey, Trey, I would imagine preparation for the Falcons on a short week is normally more manageable just because of the familiarity there. Yeah. Obviously, they have some changes to their coaching staff, but how different can a team look with an interim head coach and some of the kind of personnel changes they made?
Yeah, I think for us, the biggest focus is on us. We got to make sure we do our jobs. And, of course, when you're preparing for them, you look at the last few games that they've had with the interim coach and seeing what they like to do, whether that's on offense and defense. You're trying to make a game plan to where, again, what they've done before the interim coach and now after. And you just try to put it together, and at the end of the day, just do your job. And when we're familiar with ourselves, going back to that 1% with coach, we get the job done. So I think, when it's a short week like this, you focus in on yourself more than you do your opponent.
Let's go to David Newton and then Kelly Bartik.
Hey, Trey, I want to know your best Julio Jones story. That could have turned out good or bad.
My best Julio Jones story. I guess my best would be my 84-yard return my rookie season. Cotton ball, shook Julio on the sideline, took it back for 6. That's probably my best Julio highlight. Now Julio has some great highlights for us as well. So you said you asked for my best though, so that's it.
I said it could be good or bad.
Hey, listen, you asked for a good or bad. I gave you my best.
He slowed down at all over the years?
Say it again.
Has he slowed down at all over the years?
No, not at all. The best wide receiver in the game. I say that with all due respect when it comes to this man. He's no matter what year it is, if it's a hurt toe, hurt ankle, hurt knee, it does not matter. This man is better than 90% of the receivers out there. He's nice. He's a great player, and we got to go out there and we got to do our jobs at the end of the day. And if we do our jobs, that's enough.
I remember that pick 6, Trey. That was good.
Hey,
good.
My girl. Hey, I appreciate that.
I'll pull that video up later today.
There we go.
Hey, I know it's just a lot of new guys. You've been here a while. You were here when it was a big rivalry, the Falcons and the Panthers. Now it seems like, I know the next game's the biggest game because it's the next game, that line. But
Yeah.
are the NFC South rivalries dead?
I don't believe they are. I think you'll see them kick back up in these years coming. You know, we got these great quarterbacks that are lining it up. These defenses are getting along. You know, right now we're coming together as our defense on this team, and I think what Matt Rule brings to the Carolina Panthers is teams that are gonna face us and want a piece of us. They want to see what we're about. And I think the rivalry in the NFC South will, recondition itself to getting back to where, the standards have been where, hopefully we hold the crown down for a while.
Go to Miles Simmons and then Mike Solarte.
Hey, Trey, I know you guys want to do better on first and second down to improve on third down, but when it comes to those, third and mediums that you guys seem to struggle with, are there just things that you have to be just that much better on in order to make sure that you're at least giving yourself a better shot at stopping them?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's us just little mistakes, drops and zones, us just not doing one assignment. And it might be a guy's one time that he might be out his gap. It might be one time where he's off his leverage for the whole game. It'll be that third down, that important down. So it's not huge things that we need to fix. They're small things that can add up during the game, and we see how they add up for us. And we got to find a way to fix that. And that goes back to guys just doing the 111. If we do our 111, again, it gets the job done. We got to make sure that we do our job so it helps other guys do their job. And, for us on third down, that we have to make an emphasis on it, and then we have been making an emphasis on it for, this week. So we hope to go out there and change that.
Hey, Trey, good to see you again.
Nice, Mike.
The career window being what it is for players
Yeah.
in the NFL, it's not long. It's not something you do for 50 years. In a season like this where Coach Rule is happy that you guys have had what he called the last shot, having the ball laid either to tie or win games, and to come up, whether you come up short or you get it done, is that adding exhilaration to a season, or is that one of those, man, I wish we just didn't have to have that situation so we could, progress and start stacking wins and that sort of thing? It just seems like it's a tough position for a veteran.
Yeah. I think when you've bought into a plan, of course, we want to win. We want to win every game, but we have to see how, we grow as well. You got to see a team when you have losses like that. You look back on losses like that and you show a team how close they are to being great. How close they are for these little details that are adding up that we got to get better at, but we're still in it at the end of the game. We're still fourth quarter able to come back and win. We're still 3 drives in the fourth quarter with us having the ball in our hands, in position to win. So, when you think about that as a veteran, it allows your team not to get low on themselves. We could have been low on ourselves when we were 1-3 or I forgot what we were at the time, but it allows the team to realize like, hey, we're not that bad team. We're a good team right now, and we got to continue to play like a good team, but we got to continue to do our job. And that's the biggest thing we've learned when it comes to this coaching staff and our playbooks and our job as a family and a team, man. Like, of course you want to do more, but when we do our job, I think that's when we solidify who we are. And it's done a good job for us veterans and the young guys to realize that we can be a good team. We can be a good team fast. And I know the fans realize that too, a little bit too. So I know it's helping them a little bit.
All right, guys, we have time for one more. Sharon, did you have a question?
No, I'm good. He already answered it.
Hey, look
All
at
right.
you, the double answer.
You still do a backflip?
Nah, I ain't doing no backflips, man.
I've got one.
Go for it, Joe.
What you got?
Hey, you were on here a couple of weeks ago. I think I asked you about COVID, and you said, the key was going to be, as this thing went along, your young players being smart. I wonder, with the organization cutting Josh Hawkins this week, do you think that was kind of a message being sent after the video surfaced of him without the mask?
Yeah, I have no idea about it. Honestly, I haven't seen the video, so I heard what kind of happened, him at a restaurant or something with his girlfriend. But if that's so, I mean, like I've said, man, it comes down to guys having to be extra cautious, man. All it takes is somebody taking a picture of you, a video of you with your mask off one time, and you just never know what road that leads down, if that is the reason. But it's tough, man. It's tough because you got guys who we're all depending on each other. We really are. Me and my wife, we haven't been able to go out to eat in a long time, and that's a lot of our wives and a lot of our families, whether you're tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. There's the chefs that aren't able to go out with their families, but we got to take care of each other as one big family to get the job done at the end of the day. And that's what we're willing to do because we're all family. Protect each other.
Thank you.
All right, boss.
All right, Trey, we appreciate you stopping by.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.